Welcome back to another K-Dog and Fish retro review. I am Fish.
K-Dog.
And we're going back to 1988 and the cult classic Bloodsport starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
KUMITE.
Let's go!
Welcome to the very first ever retro film review. I watched it so many times. It's truly unhealthy.
Welcome back. So it is our third retro review. We've done Roadhouse, we've done Goonies, and now the 1988 cult classic Bloodsport. You are going to be shocked to learn that this movie only did $11.8 million in the box office.
I thought that was high.
But where it killed was on VHS rental and then just the lore of the story. It's like the big breakout for Jean-Claude Van Damme. Mm-hmm. Not his first role, but the role that catapulted his career.
His first, real role.
Yeah.
He was in No Retreat, No Surrender before this, but I don't think he was really that big.
Yeah, he was just a Russian.
He was just a
thing.
Russian.
So the muscles from Brussels got to shine in this insane fight epic cult classic film. So we're going to give you guys, if you haven't joined us before on retro reviews, we're going to give you a quick synopsis, talk about the movie, some of the actors in it, and give it our spicy meatball rating of 1 to 5. Now, this movie is an absolute gem. I'd actually put it in the category of it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's actually good.
Yeah, that's exactly where it belongs.
That's a rare feat.
Yeah.
And
There's so
this
many
movie belongs there.
things about this movie that make no sense.
Yeah.
And you go, meh.
You just go with it.
I'm going with it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
So the movie centers around, actually this is based loosely on a true story. True story about a fighter named Frank Dukes, which is actually spelled D-U-X.
Yeah.
Not Dukes as in like Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. Okay.
Loosely based on his story of a military guy who goes to Hong Kong to fight in an illegal underground full combat tournament. Now, the funny thing is it's supposed to be like a big secret.
Yeah.
But everyone knows.
Everyone knows about it.
About the KUMITE.
Everybody talks about it.
Oh, yeah. It's called the KUMITE.
They all stayed at the same hotel.
Yeah.
They're in the bar. It's like, hey, you here for the KUMITE? Yeah, I'm here for the KUMITE. You here for the KUMITE? Hey, you here for the KUMITE? I'm wearing the shirt. Cool.
That actually makes no sense that they're all at the same hotel because it is supposed to be a secret tournament. So it makes no sense that they're all at the same hotel. Like you get a group discount.
They probably got a group discount.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you here for the illegal fighting tournament?
Yeah.
I am.
I mean, a lot of these underground fighters, they don't make a lot of money. They need that discount, and they want the continental breakfast. They got to have they got to carb up before they go to the secret KUMITE that nobody knows about.
Nobody knows about.
So their shuttle shows up, and the guy with the sign that goes KUMITE, and they all get on the same goddamn shuttle and go to the KUMITE.
So Frank Dukes arrives. Now he has gone AWOL from the military.
Yes.
So there are two military men who are not in military uniforms. They look more like FBI agents
or accountants.
CIA. Yeah. Could be doing people's taxes.
Yeah.
And they are coming to stop Frank Dukes from competing in the KUMITE because it is and possibly could be deadly.
Yes, the secret KUMITE.
It's that nobody knows.
That nobody knows about,
but everybody knows about.
But yet they know he's coming to be in the secret KUMITE.
Yeah.
All right.
Just forget about that plot point.
Keep going.
Now Frank Dukes was first. We get a bunch of flashbacks to his training with Tanaka.
Correct.
Right, where a lot of it is done blindfolded. I feel.
Yeah, there was way too much blindfolded. Yeah.
A lot, but that's not the plot.
That comes up later.
Yeah. So you will get spoilers. We do hope through these retro reviews that if you've never seen these movies that we're talking about, we hope that you guys enjoy these and actually watch them. You can probably stream Bloodsport. I actually think it's on Netflix.
Probably.
You can stream Bloodsport, or if you haven't seen it or you haven't seen it in like 30 years, I hope you enjoy these to kind of reminisce and then maybe watch it again.
Right.
So anyway, Frank Dukes, you get flashbacks of his training with Tanaka, who had a son who also knew about the Kumite
At a very young age.
at 8 years old.
He was going to grow up to be in the Kumite.
Yeah, to make his dad proud.
To be in the Kumite.
But then he dies. The son dies.
Right.
And the dad, Tanaka, continues to train Frank Dukes.
Yeah.
No mention of where his parents are or what that's all about. He's just hanging out with Tanaka all the time.
Yeah, it's
right?
kind of a Karate Kid thing going on there.
And there's a lot of voice dubbing, I feel.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of voice dubbing. Yeah, really horrible
Voice dubbing.
Horrible dubbing.
But the training is intense. He's stretching him out.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing with the ropes.
Yeah, that was...
In order to get him ready to do the splits. Now, if you know anything about Jean-Claude Van Damme, it's that guy loves doing the splits.
It's his favorite thing.
I think there's at least 4 scenes
Yeah.
in Bloodsport where he's doing the splits.
Yeah, he literally worked it into the script all the time.
And then it would come up in other movies. Do you remember Time Cop?
Yeah.
On the kitchen counters?
Yeah.
Any movie he's in, the splits come up.
Well, it's his thing.
It's his thing. I
his
can
thing.
do the splits.
I can do the splits. We're going to work it into every
work
single
it in.
movie you do, even though it makes absolutely no sense. And I feel like you're really taking a lot of heat on your testicles. But
Now, yeah, you got to limber up.
like those puppies don't work anymore.
Now, there's also a reporter, an American reporter, who also has heard of the secret fighting competition called the Kumite.
Yeah, she's come to do a story on the secret Kumite.
That nobody knows about, that everybody knows about.
And she's staying at the same Best Western as everybody else.
At the same hotel. Her name is Janice. She forms an incredibly close attachment to Frank Dukes over the time period of about 48 hours.
Very quickly.
Like, real quickly.
Yeah.
Get right into it.
Yeah. Also, don't forget
Sorry.
the gratuitous ass scene
Yes.
of Jean-Claude Van Damme getting out of bed
Yeah.
and her just looking back going,
Damn.
and he's just doing the old showing off his ass.
Showing off his ass.
And
Which he also did. So I think Jean-Claude Van Damme, very famous for a couple things.
Yeah.
His French sort of Brussels accent and doing the splits and showing his rear end.
All right.
That was like his 3 bugaboos.
That's the
All right.
top of his resume.
So Janice is trying to get into the Kumite. The military men are trying to stop Frank from getting in the Kumite. He also runs into an American fighter played by Donald Gibb.
Yep.
If you don't know that name, we'll pop up a picture here. We'll get B Money. He'll pop that in here. He played Ogre in the Revenge of the Nerd films.
He's great.
He's actually really good in this.
He's actually my favorite part of the
I
movie.
actually like Jackson in this movie
Yeah.
more than I like his character Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, Jackson's really funny, and he develops a very close relationship.
Yeah, they got pretty close.
They became, the bromance was strong.
Yeah, they
literally just met.
They obviously had a lot in common.
And he's also fighting in it. And then, of course, there's the villain. We have the villain named Chung Lee, who's played by
Bolo Young.
That's right,
Yeah.
Bolo Young.
I think he's is he the reigning champion?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Also holds many records in the Kumite because they also keep records.
Yeah.
And they put them up on those little spinny boards.
Right.
And I like how they were able to put in the new records with Frank Duke's name on those spinny boards without a printer available. Immediately following breaking the record, they had it up there, printed his name on it and everything. Just take logic out of that for a second.
Don't just ignore that.
Anyway, they all start fighting. But after the first day, Frank moves on. And
But he got invited, and then he had to
do
a feat of strength to prove that he was trained by Tanaka.
Even though you
was invited.
had to be invited to the tournament because it's secret.
So how'd you get invited? How'd you get invited? Now you're here, and now they don't believe you?
And he had to do the death touch.
Which was the dumbest thing.
So there was a stack of bricks, and they had to pick a brick, and they picked the bottom brick.
Yeah.
And he hits them all, and the bottom brick explodes, and literally nobody except their liaison, Victor, who, by the way, steals a lot of scenes.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
He is pretty funny, actually, yeah.
He's the only one excited about it. Everyone else is like,
Everyone's like,
meh.
meh.
It's a no big whoop.
Big deal. You made a big stupid face, and you hit the bricks, and the one on the bottom exploded like that makes any possible human sense in the history of the world. But that's okay. We're not impressed by that. No.
All the while, so now these agents too have tracked down where the Kumite is, because again, everyone knows about the secret Kumite.
No problem finding it.
They go to the local police chief, and he goes, "Oh yeah, Kumite, you want me to take you?"
I can't remember. Or was he kind of like being coy about it? He's like, "What, the Kumite?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think if I don't remember, I think the chief of police was kind of playing like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm like, buddy, there's a sign.
It's Kumite.
You know.
So they find Frank, and they actually start chasing him in what could possibly be described as the most lackadaisical, comical chase scene in Hong Kong that you've ever seen. Like, Frank Dukes is basically leaning up against a building. He's laughing. He's waving at them.
He's barely running.
It's like a Benny Hill.
Yeah, he's wearing dress shoes. And he's just jogging, and he's stopping and catching up to them and stuff, and then they fall in the water, and then it's like, oh, we all laugh.
Now, one of those agents is played by Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker. So that's probably out of the people who are actually in the film who went on to become huge stars.
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker would be number one on that list, besides Jean-Claude Van Damme, and very little bit by Donald Gibb, who played Jackson.
Okay, fine. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's speed up the synopsis because everyone's dying to know what happened.
Anyway, they're fighting, blah, blah, blah. Chung Lee doesn't like the fact that Frank Dukes is doing so well.
Yeah.
They finally get to the point where Jackson is fighting Chung Lee first, and Chung Lee, cheats a little bit. Or actually, Jackson got really too excited.
Yeah.
And was distracted.
Celebrating. I thought he knocked it out. He celebrated, not knowing that Chung Lee's like, no, not yet,
and he
buddy.
Cracked his skull.
And then cracked his skull, and that was a big emotional scene.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then Frank was like, "Oh, you hurt my new best friend?
Yeah.
No, thank you."
Yeah. I also like when they had him in the hospital, when Jackson was in the hospital and he was visiting him, and he had the bandage around his head.
Yeah.
But and then they just had one blood stain there.
A little bit. Just a little bit of blood
stain on the bandage.
Yeah.
Because that was necessary. And maybe someone should come in and attend to that.
So now it's the finals. Frank Dukes versus Chung Lee. The agents have caught up with Frank, and then they were like, "You know what? Go ahead and finish."
Which made a lot of sense.
Yeah,
you traveled all the way here.
Track him down.
And you don't want him to do it because you've invested so heavily in him being something for the army, which they don't talk about.
They don't talk about it.
Is he a code breaker?
No.
Or what is he?
No, he's obviously
he's a ninja. He's a ninja.
Yeah.
So you don't want your ninja to fight in the secret Kumite.
Yeah.
But then you're here and you're like, screw it.
Go do it.
Go do it.
And they're sitting in the front row with the reporter.
Yeah. With the reporter doing the story from 60 Minutes on the Kumite, and they're all just watching, and they're just like, whatever. But she's also very upset that Frank is in it.
Yeah, because she's
in love with him
to get hurt.
She's in love with him big time.
Very quickly.
Very in love.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
With an ass like that.
He can also do the splits. So it's now the final, and Frank Dukes versus Chung Lee, and Frank Dukes is winning.
Yeah, he's kicking him.
Kicking
his ass. Yeah.
So Chung Lee cheats, and he grinds up this little powder, and like the wuss that he is, he blows it in or throws it into Frank Duke's eyes, which blinds him. There's no mention of what this chemical is that temporarily blinds him.
I did some research on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
There were bottle caps.
What? The powder?
Yeah, the sugar, the bottle caps.
Candy.
Candy, yeah. It was candy, and it was, and by doing research on it, I found out that grape bottle caps are the most acidic.
Yeah.
And it will cause blindness.
Right in your eyes.
In secret karate championships.
Only at the Kumite.
In wherever they are. But only grape, though.
Only grape.
If he would have done orange,
it'd been fine.
He would have got special
useless.
He would have got special powers.
I didn't know that.
It's true.
So now Frank now suddenly recalls all of his training from Tanaka, blindfolded training. So he brings that skill back.
So dumb.
And defeats Chung Lee by getting him to tap out. Those were the things you could either get tossed out of the ring,
which is
knocked out, killed, or tap out.
Well, killed wasn't one of them. There was only 3 of them. Killed is just
something that might happen.
Chung-Li just
You just did it for
likes
sport.
doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of his things.
Yeah.
You know, he just likes to kill guys in the ring and then just start chanting, Chung-Li, Chung-Li,
Chung-Li,
Yeah.
Chung-Li.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a glorious moment. Frank Dukes wins the Kumite.
Yeah.
And then the two, I love this too, the two agents were waiting at the plane going, we shouldn't have let him fight in the Kumite. We don't think he's actually going to show up. And then he was behind them in the plane going, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Movie over. Anyway, it is a glorious garbage fest of fun, and the fighting scenes are awesome. You had the knuckler guy. You had the monkey guy.
So ridiculous.
You had the giant guy.
Yeah.
You just had everything.
Yeah,
It's like Street Fighter.
Yeah, all the fighting styles were interesting.
Yeah.
In the Secret Kumite. Whatever. I mean, it's yeah. There was a lot of interesting characters in this one. That's for sure.
A lot of voice dubbing by the bad guys.
A lot of voice dubbing. A lot of just things that just didn't add up. But whatever. Who cares? Turn your brain off.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It launches Jean-Claude Van Damme, and it's just one of those movies that is so 80s and so bad, but it's really actually enjoyable to watch. I will say this before we give our spicy meatball rating. There's one thing that you and I picked up, and you actually picked it up watching it like last year.
Yeah.
And that if you really listen, they use the same music for every fight scene. Yep. Probably to save on the budget, because this movie, again, only made $11.8 million.
Yeah, they had one song. And they
they played it to death during every fight scene. And for some reason, you hear a cat meowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
In every fight scene.
You didn't believe me.
I didn't believe you.
Yeah, and I was like...
And I went back and I watched it, and I'm like, oh my God, there's a cat meowing.
Yeah.
It's like, and you actually hear Kumite,
Kumite
with the music, and then meow.
And I was looking when I was watching it, because it was on that HBO Max when I got the free preview. I recorded it on the old PVR, and I was watching it in the basement or wherever the hell I was, and I was like, the cat's not in here with me. Like, what's going on? And the cat's upstairs. I know that for a fact, or wherever the hell I was. And all I'm hearing is a cat meow.
Yeah.
And then I told you, and you didn't believe me, and I brought it up, and we're like,
it happened.
It actually happens. Constant cat meow.
Please watch this
dumb.
movie. It is streaming. I believe it's Netflix. But it is streaming. Watch it. Listen for the cat Kumite meow during every fight scene.
Yeah, that too.
And you will just die laughing. It is a movie, man. This is a movie.
But it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
And it launched Jean-Claude Van Damme, who's a cultural icon.
He is.
So honestly, we can't really crap on it too much.
JVD.
The plot has some issues.
A lot.
Quite a few.
All right, let's give it a spicy meatball.
The weird thing about this movie that people don't know is it was written by Steven Soderbergh. And which I thought was pretty interesting.
Not true.
He went to town on this script.
Everything you just said was a house of lies.
No, actually, I did research, and the guy that wrote this movie's name was Rick.
That's all he went by.
All he went by.
Screenwriters Guild.
Rick.
Yeah. Got it.
That's it.
So Rick wrote it.
Rick nailed it.
Frank Dukes, again, was a real person. They did some facts or something at the end of the movie, but watch it for the mindless fun of a fight 80s movie that it is. It is a cult classic and launched the career of Jean-Claude Van Damme. K-Dog, on a spicy meatball rating scale of 1 to 5, what do you give Bloodsport?
I gotta give it a 3.
A 3?
A 3.
That's fair, because it is a bad movie.
It's a horrible movie, but it's also just...
It's so much fun.
So good. Yeah.
Okay, a 3?
I gotta give it a 3. I can't give it more than a 3. No, 3.
I'm really torn. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 only because the actual the tournament and everything.
Yeah.
Taking the plot completely out of it.
Yeah. It's
so enjoyable to watch. It's so funny and it's so bad it's good. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. 3.5, just nostalgia alone, I'm giving it a 3.5.
I can't get there.
All right.
I'm close, but I can't do it. I got to give it a 3.
Worth the watch. Tell us what you think about Bloodsport in the comments below. We're going to do more retro reviews for you guys. So put them in the comments. Give us your suggestions. Follow at K-Dog and Fish on all social media and tell us your ideas for cult classics for our retro review show. We really appreciate you guys watching. Also on social media, check us out because we do a live show every single Friday on Instagram at 4 p.m. called 4 o'clock Fridays. We do a lot of fun stuff, live stuff. It's a lot of fun. Also on the TikToks, you want to make sure you're doing at K-Dog Fish on TikTok.
TikTokers.
For everything Funko related, maybe one day we'll get a Frank Dukes and Chung Lee Bloodsport, maybe for an anniversary.
I bet you that would.
I
bet you that would go.
sell.
I bet you that would go over.
When, especially with the arena mat, when they made it like they angled it up for the finale.
I actually think that would go over.
When there's some blood on the mat.
Oh, you gotta have the blood on the mat.
And then Chung Lee has Jackson's Harley Davidson head bandana wrapped around his calf.
Oh, I forgot he did that.
Right?
Yeah.
And do that as a Bloodsport movie moment Funko Pop. Ooh. Just saying.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
I think that would be
on the KUMITE mat.
That'd be pimp.
All right.
Yeah.
And we're in. And for this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys Thursday. I'll be here next YouTube show for our weekly Thursday threesome. Stick around. We've got bloopers and outtakes coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Till next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
Peace.
The first rule of the KUMITE.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about the KUMITE.
Tell everybody.
Tell everybody.
Yeah. Make it your Facebook profile pic.
It's KUMITE. Me outside the KUMITE.
Jean-Claude. Insurance companies concerned that you're doing the splits too much.
They're worried you're going to pull something.
They're worried that
I heard you've been doing off-film splits.
You can only do the splits on camera.
On camera.
I don't want you showing off at malls, car dealerships.
He's going up an escalator in a mall.
Yeah.
And he just puts 1 foot up.
Yeah.
And starts doing the splits all the way.
You can stand on the escalator like a normal person.
You don't
have to do the splits so kids take pictures while you go up. All right? Seriously. You got a career to think about.
Frank Dukes
comes in and meets Jackson for the first time. And he's playing a video game.
Oh yeah, it was a martial arts.
And they decide to play together, and that's where they found their bond because they played Street Fighter.
Yeah,
and then he's like, "You here for the KUMITE?"
Yeah. We're not supposed to be talking about it.
Yeah, you here for the KUMITE? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, me too.
Did you get the group rate? No. What's group rate? Got it on Expedia. What? You know?
1988 Expedia.
1988 Expedia. You know? What are you talking about?
So also in the KUMITE, there was that one dude who was in charge of like brushing the blood off the mat.
Yeah, that was
it never came off.
Well, no, because it's canvas.
It's blood on white canvas.
Yeah.
He's not even using like a Tide stick.
Yeah, you don't
nothing.
You don't have Mr. Clean Eraser, like just
water and a horsehair brush. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're just spreading it around.
Spreading it around.
You're just making it worse.
It's not very, you're just making it worse.
Like, you just come on.
And they're like, come on, Doug. Stop it. Stop it with the brush. You're just making the spots bigger.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's really good at martial arts.
Yeah.
So but that was Tanaka who trained him. So what did the military invest in?
Yeah.
That he is, so special that they send 2 agents to get him.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
So they're going to be like, they're going into war. And it's not like he's like a sniper or something.
No, he's all physical.
He's like a really good shot. They're like, all right, we got the enemy over there. It's like there's 15 of them.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Sarge, you want me to shoot him? Nope. Send in Dukes. Do it.
Take him out.
Take him out. No problem.
That plot hole.
Yeah.
That plot hole in Bloodsport is so big, you think Shaq had been in it.
Oh.
So you and I discovered watching it that they use that same music and there's like a cat meow. I just want to know if that cat is like has an IMDb page.
Yeah.
Like if he got credited.
Yeah.
Like I own the cat.
Yeah.
That you hear in the KUMITE song.
Yeah.
And it's really the KUMITE cat.
Yeah.
And he has like an endorsement deal.
The KUMITE
like,
cat.
Yeah. I just want to know the owner of the cat they used in that music.
Yeah.
You hear his meow.
Yeah. The
whole
KUMITE
time.
cat.
Yeah.
His name's Whiskers.
Whiskers.
Yeah.
He's probably dead by now.
He probably just wandered into the set because I'm pretty sure it wasn't a closed set. I'm pretty sure they just did it somewhere in Shanghai, and a cat just probably came walking in.
The budget is so low that they were doing the music, they're recording it, they got a perfect take.
Yeah.
But somebody's cat snuck in.
Yeah.
Go meow.
Yeah.
And they just left
and they left it because
they couldn't redo it.
The guy who could take it, like dub it out, was already moved on to another movie.
Couldn't
or
do
something.
it.
He's like, all right, whatever.
Left it in there.
Now let's just do it more and more like we mean it.
Keep using that cat.
Yeah.
What is? They're listening to the dailies.
Yeah.
And they're like, what is that? A cat meow?
Yeah.
Do that again.
Yeah. But if they can't take it out, now they're like, we got to do it more. You know, because now we got to make it seem like we meant to put the cat meow.
Double down
on the cat meow. It's like, that seems like a solid idea. Juan got nominated for Best Original Score.
No, it didn't.
Did. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. No, look it up. Lost out to Rain Man.